And now, the worst streamer on the internet, Battery H.
That's better. Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. I am Battery H. And today is the big day, the 24-hour live stream for Extra Life. That's right. This beastie you see here before you, Extra Life Freight, is what we're going to be using this morning as we start off with a couple hours of American Truck Simulator. Thank you all so very much for coming along. I'll endeavor to keep you entertained. Thank you. Yeah, I do think it was a nice skin. I made it up myself. So it keeps us together. But for those of you who may not have heard about Extra Life, what we do is raise money for the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. All 170 of them across North America. And the money that we raise goes directly to help in the hospitals. All of it goes to helping the kids, not to overhead, not to expenses, not to covering anything from fundraising. The parent organization we belong to, Children's Miracle Network, has enough legacy money, to put it that way, I guess, that it covers all of that stuff. When you make a donation, if you'd like to click the little checkbox to cover the fees, that really is the fees for the credit card companies and stuff like that. Normally, CMN covers for that. Donor Drive has allowed you to, if you wish, to cover those costs, but don't feel obligated if you do donate for certain that that's to come. How do you donate? You say, well, you'll be able to see if you look straight up. There it is, www.extralife.org/participant/batteryh, or you can simply type in exclamation point, Extra Life is one long word into chat, and it will give you the link. Oh, why did I do that? I don't want to do that. I want to do this. And I want to get us started here. But first things first, we do need to get a job. And we're going to do some external contracts today, I think, because one of the things that SCS has running right now is a doubles, and apparently they've reset the map, a doubles bit. So if we take doubles and we take 300,000 pounds, at least 100 miles, that would be and each city has to be different. That's the kicker, right? Each city has to be different. So it has to go 100 miles. That's to Oxnard. Oh man, look at some of these drives. They are incredibly long. To Los Angeles. I was hoping to start off with something a little shorter. Let's see here. Let's find me a double that doesn't go. I'm pretty certain that's over 100 miles. Route length 227 miles would take me to Reno, and that whole path there would be a great trip. And I think someone stole my pen, of course. See if this one works. Hopefully, there it is. Okay, cool. So yeah, let's take some household appliances to Walmart because, you know, works for me. Alrighty, let's do that and see if we can't make a dent, because I haven't even started this. I've been working the Farming Simulator series all this time. Okay. Okay. As you see, we've got our telepasses up front. Our clipboards to the right so that we can check our fuel mileage and all those wonderful things. thank you. Thank you. I do appreciate that you enjoyed that series, and yeah, our next series won't start on Farm Sim. Will not start till the middle of next month, because we're going old school south of the border. And the plan is going to be to focus on sugarcane and milk. You may have noticed that jet whizzing. There we go. There's some typical Nevada drivers. You may have noticed those jets whizzing by. A good portion of Nevada is owned by the U.S. government, and a number of military air rangers are there. So Nevada gets a lot of flying activity. Sugar and milk, yeah. So two very diverse groups of things. We'll of course be trying to raise some other crops to sell and that sort of thing, but I'm going to have a goal for how many pounds of each I would like to do. Corporate wants to get into the candy business, I understand, and this will help them do that. It's been a while since I really played any farm sim or any truck sim, so yeah, I will try not to dent it. Not a big fan of denting the truck. Okay, let's take a look at our map here. Okay, Elko to I-80, I-80 west, all the way into Reno. Yeah. Of course, since the AI drives like idiots in this game, there's no guarantee what you'll do. Now, what's really cool, I do believe, is that this... Nope, I thought it was a Rocky Mountain trailer arrangement. It is not. Yeah, it's just a standard double. Oh well. Now I did not get the. This is not the beta for 1.29. This is still the 1.28 version, because World of Trucks does not operate in the beta. I don't believe there's anywhere in the U.S. that you can run 2 full trailers. Now, you know, the triple pups I've encountered in Nevada before. They can also be found on the Ohio Turnpike. They are not fun to drive behind, let me tell you. Yeah, the twin pups, that's what this is. I don't believe there's a double. The twin pups, you can either have twin pups. In some states, you can have a Rocky Mountain setup, which is a full-size trailer and the second pup trailer. Or you can, in some also other places, you can have triple pups. So not the B double like you would normally think in Europe, no. I think it has more to do... I thought I heard a police helicopter up there. I think it has more to do with bridge weights than anything else. But yeah, well, we did hit the $500 mark, so we will be doing a somewhere between 8 and 12-hour trucking stream at some point in the future, a couple weeks from now probably. We're closing in on the $1,000 mark. We're at $720 right now. That $1,000 mark will require me to do another long stream with my daughter doing makeup for me and streaming as a princess for 8 hours. So, God help me if that happens. Princess Battery. I told my daughter if that was the case, I would have to have a t-shirt made with a couple of seashells in the appropriate places so that I wasn't banned by Twitch. We wouldn't want that. She asked me why I wanted to be Ariel. I said because Ariel combines my two favorite things, redheads and fishing. Oh, the dirty looks you get even when they're 20. Traffic is moving rather slowly today, I guess. What is the problem, people? Thank you. Yes, they do. Well, wait till about 23 hours from now when I'm doing this thing on the when I'm doing the European version is the last game of the day, and I'm barely able to stay awake. There will be scratch paint then, I promise you. Not the button I was looking for. That's the farming simulator button to put it into cruise control is what that button was. One of the potential donors' prizes is a mug just like this. I make 2 of them a year. It has the truck will be using the European stuff, and oh yeah, no, we've got heavy haul set up for tonight. Yep. And then I don't know if you can see that or not as I veer into the other lane. The Extra Life with my marathon date. Stop making the guy's life who just wants to pass us. His life has been miserable. But yep, we're definitely set up for heavy haul tonight. The special loads looks very interesting. From what I'm gathering, they've got, special routes picked out and all that sort of stuff. They've got a boatload of challenges, I think, for it, because from what I'm seeing in the achievement section, so it's going to be a whole bunch of stuff. It's going to add a lot of versatility to the game, and we'll see if they bring it here. Because of where I live and the nature of my work and the amount of time I drive every day, I usually run into vehicles like that on a pretty regular basis. So, for example, in North America, you'll see a lot of modular homes and things like that as they take those to the place. They're exceptionally wide. What intrigues me even more, though, is that the 129 patch is apparently going to introduce random events into ATS, which I think is really going to be a game changer. In the fact that you'll see not always, crashes or something like that, but it might be pavement differences and that kind of thing. Only insurance keeps you out of it. I can understand that. It requires a certain degree of fiscal responsibility when you're moving on these large loads. One of my previous jobs, to give you an example of what, sometimes you'd be the recipient of this stuff, I am a construction scheduler by trade. And one of my previous jobs was working a power plant doing some heavy maintenance and things like that. And one of the things that had to be done, not by my company, but at the same time, while they had the plant down, they were doing things like maintenance on the turbines and stuff. Wedge Streams, hello! Welcome to this. Welcome. And one of the large wide loads they had was a turbine fan set, right? So you had the fans that get turned by the steam itself, and then those connect to the generator. And it was on a giant flatbed trailer, and it's oversized load and all that wonderful stuff, and it had been shipped from Germany. And it was so big and so heavy that they had to take a special winding route. They dropped it in the ditch 3 days out from the job site. The trailer had actually slid into a ditch, ruining the fan blades, which are all perfectly balanced for obvious reasons. And oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Taz. So, Wedge Streams, have you heard of Extra Life before? Just to give you a rundown of why this crazy man is sitting in this chair for the next 23 hours and 34 minutes, if I can keep it between the navigational lines, that is here. You're streaming November 4th. Excellent. Excellent. Which hospital do you stream for? Or do you play for, I should say? Of Long Island. Oh, outstanding. Oh, nope. Gotta get off here. game controller, actually. I'm cheap. When I get a new rig eventually, I will probably get a wheel controller set up, but the nature of my job often has me on the road, so investing in a desktop is often difficult. So everything you're seeing today is off a laptop. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sure, but the derp here I don't think would handle it very well. I can do anything, 100. Where can I put it? Yeah, we'll just put it right there. Oh, it is a neat, yeah. And if it's in the cards one day, I would be more than happy to give it a try. That I'll take. Woohoo! Yes. Oh, so that goes to Reno. First leg down. Hands-free looking around. Yeah, this is true. This is true. I suppose it may be easier in many ways, but, you know, sometimes you just got to go with what you got. Not looking promising here. Okay. Well, our guy's got to sleep anyway, so... Yep, there's the old garage. Well, I imagine it's a hoot driving with that. Although my biggest problem would be every time I turn to get to check chat. I know folks like Squirrel managed to do it because he's got 2 banks of monitors, so we can actually just kind of look up. This is going to be fun because I'm trying to go without caffeine for until probably close to 10 o'clock tonight. Also, never run the red light in front of the cop car. They frown on that sort of behavior. Don't understand the turn on red thing? Well, a right turn on red in the States was really... It was designed to help alleviate congestion, really. Yeah, no, there is no right turn on red in Europe. Or a left turn on red in the case of England. Hang on just a second. Let me get right in here to the hotel here. So I have to come into here anyways. You can see the Extra Life freight there. And now see, that's not true, Wedge. Down here in New Orleans, there's plenty of places. Some cities have it that way, like New York, just have a general no right turn on red. Again, it's a congestion issue. But in New Orleans, unless it's posted, yeah, you can turn right on red. So you've got the extra life dice on the mirrors. Play games, heal kids. Houston, Texas, our DOT registration number is kind of a sad story. And if you know the story of Extra Life, you know the story of Tori. And that's our date, 1252008, is the day that Tori passed away, unfortunately. So we're going to get a quick rest here. And then I'm going to take a look at the job market quick again. We're going to look at the regular freight market since there's nothing really interesting. You'll pardon me just a minute here while I grab a cashew or two. Well, there's not a whole lot of anything in there, is there? Okay. All right, that's down. Let's find something to get us close, right?
Nano boost administered.
Scouter, thank you very much for the host, my friend. The minions. Mm-hmm. Welcome to the stream, my friend. I think an excavator would be kind of a fun haul. Yeah, the 300,000 pounds in doubles. I know, Scouter, you really want to rig it up. I don't know. We've had some pretty big donations come in since last time, man. Okay, bear with me just one moment here, folks. I need to look at... Okay, apparently my donation stuff is not working. I thought the donation counters were going to do that. Apparently they're not, which means I got to turn something else on. Bear with me one more second. Come to Poppy, where are you? Okay, now we'll get one when that happens. But we have 2 donations pop in while my computer was being derpy. So thank you very much for Casey Bozell, $30. May the force be with you. And Wedge Streams, thank you for the $5 donations. My buddy Asimov knows what this means, however, he may want to plug his ears. We always blow the foghorn. You going to the game tonight? Outstanding. Got a little bit of a lead foot today. So special thank you to the Fratellis for allowing the use of Chelsea Dagger, at least in little bits, for the Blackhawks. It's $5 a ticket, dude. $5. Every $5 gets you another ticket in the raffle. You never know, man. You could get very, very lucky with one, or very, very unlucky for 100 tickets. You never know. Scouter, why don't you give them an exclamation point extra life in chat for me so that they can know where to go if they care to make a donation. There's our apparently I have missed the entrance. Thank you, sir. Well, at least he's backing up. Normally they wouldn't even do that before. Paint scratched. Achievement unlocked. I think we got it in the grill, Taz. I'm not too worried about that one. Again, if you haven't announced your presence here yet, welcome to our 24-hour extra live stream. We're starting off the morning hauling around the western U.S. Asimov, thank you very much, and welcome. Long time no see, my friend. I actually have a shout out for you on my shirt that says Scania Power, and of course we'll be using that tomorrow for you as we close out the stream with European Truck Simulator. Be driving into that, plugging into that fine Scandinavian machine. Gee, that was almost a stop. There it is. There we go. Start a new player on ETS2. Current need. Cool. Well, if you queue in tomorrow, you'll see some interesting stuff. My ETS account, I've been going since I started on the same one. Again, haven't put a lot of time into it recently just because everything else. It's only 370 horsepower and I pulled the train with it. Nice. You know, it should tell what you're going to do when you come flying up like that. It struggles that. Yeah, I would imagine it would, but with that kind of pull on that size of engine. I think struggles would be an understatement. I never did look which way we were going, did I? Okay, so when we get into Carson City... Okay. Tell by my ability to sort of accelerate here that at least this beastie that I've got behind me is not weighing what the last run did. Difficult parking up. Congratulations. I'm a bit derpy. Anybody who's watched me park knows that. Drifting again here. Guess we're getting off at Carson City, eh? Yeah, it can get fun, can it? Oh, I like the beacon on that Chevron trailer. That's nice looking. Oh my goodness, where's the time flying? We're almost an hour in. A special thanks to all those names that you see rolling below, the donors that have done that here. And when we go to break, I will get caught up and get that donor list updated. the big Derek crane up there ready to go. Where do you need it? All right, let's give it a shot. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen a little bit. I suppose none of you ninnies want to get up off of what you're doing and help guide me in, eh? I think we're over just a bit too far, obviously. But we should be able to pull up now. Straighten out the truck. That's too much, I think. Oh, that's right where I want it to be. No, 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 no. Don't settle back just yet. Turn ever so gently. There we go. Parked, baby. How's them cookies? Well, we're professionals. That's what they tell me. Thank you, sir. Unfortunately, we've already gone to Reno. We have an anonymous $20 donation. Thank you very, very much. And you know what that means, everybody? Hold your ears. We're going again. I'll take a look here quick. All right, we know who that's coming from. Thank you very, very much. Can we get some hype in chat, everybody? Your ears are burning, I know. Thank you very much, Scouter. I appreciate the $20. We're up to $745. Woohoo! Closing in on the halfway mark toward our goal. We'll pump it up. Alrighty, man. Hey, Scudder, enjoy the game tonight. If I don't see you again before that, have a great vacation, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. Even more so, thank you for the donation. The kids are earning it today, guys. Thank you very, very much. See, now they put the wrong way sign up, right? I don't believe my truck would actually fit in that. Why would they put that? Wow. Okay, everybody. Back it up we are. In the future, kids, don't do that. Oh my goodness, everybody. Well, hey, while I'm here and while I've got a moment, while we're getting our next load, I'm going to talk to you about Children's Hospital of New Orleans. Oh my goodness, what a group of people they are. Not only are they the only child-only facility on the Gulf Coast, they service and help kids from every parish in Louisiana. We have parishes instead of counties down here. And all over the United States, kids come there, and from, in many cases, all over the world. They have some very innovative and cutting-edge stuff. I don't know how many of you have ever heard of a cochlear implant. But certain types of deafness are caused by the inner ear. And what a cochlear implant does is it allows a person to hear by transmitting those sounds directly to the nerves. The cochlea is that seashell-shaped thing in your ear that has all the little bitty nerve endings and a liquid in it. And if that doesn't have the right amount of liquid, or if the little hairs fall out or something like that, you become deaf. And while cochlear implants have gotten better for adults, they never really were introduced to children because they require some calibration. Pardon me. And young children weren't seen as a potential viable alternative. Well, one of the things they've done at Children's Hospital is find a way to make it work with kids and have it. They've worked with the folks at the medical school at Louisiana State University, and they have a clinic, and they are giving the gift of hearing to children that have been deaf all their lives. And that's, you know, I mean, we talk about different kinds of projects and things people are doing. I always found that so very, very affirming that, you know, here are these kids that have never been able to hear in their lives, and all of a sudden they're hearing their mothers and fathers' voices for the first time. And the result is amazing. And they pioneered that down here at Children's Hospital. They're currently in the process of building a new state-of-the-art emergency room. They're going to take the old emergency room and renovate that into a 20-bed cardiac intensive care unit, so that they will be able to have very specialized stuff for kids with heart issues and who've undergone heart surgery and stuff like that at Children's Hospital. And at the same time, they're renovating and making a new oncology center for children with cancer. I just realized I was going the wrong way, Jane. Hope the cops didn't see that. That might make it a little bit easier for me. The new Children's Oncology Center there will allow seamless transfers for kids. When they come in, they get chemo, and a lot of times, they may need to move and transition from outpatient to inpatient, or from the processing and their initial diagnosis to inpatient treatment, and it'll all be right there in the same center. And these kids have enough going on in their lives, and enough things that are miserable. And they're working to create a very welcoming environment for the children, so that it doesn't feel like a hospital as much. I mean, it's tough. And another charity group called Hogs for the Cause, which is very big down here, they do huge barbecues and things, have raised enough money, and they have bought an adjacent building as part that was the former state adolescent hospital, and they are turning that into a kind of like a Ronald McDonald House, where you'll have suites for people and allow the parents to stay close by without additional huge costs, and prepare meals and have families close by for their kids who are in treatment. And having families nearby is so important in this process when you have very ill children, or children recovering from an accident, something like that. It makes a difference. I don't think most people realize just how big of a difference it makes to have the families nearby. And your money goes for things like this, to improve those facilities. It goes to helping the doctors and nurses find new treatment, like cochlear implants, and new cancer research, diabetes research that's going on down here. It goes, in a lot of cases at this hospital, to children who don't have the financial means. Their parents don't have the ability to pay for these treatments. And Children's Miracle Network hospitals accept all patients and treat them regardless of their ability to pay. And that is so important to get these kids healthy. They have gone and done outreach programs in the neighborhoods to bring the health care and the dental care, in some cases, to these kids that their mom and dads can't afford to take them to the dentist. And so many of us take that as that's not an issue, that's not a problem, that's just something we can do, right? But they may not have seen a dentist, and they'll bring the they have a dental van, and they bring the dental van out, and they take care of these kids. And that's important to me. For those of you who may not have ever heard my story, and I'll probably tell this once or twice over the course of 24 hours, my daughter was premature birth by about 6 weeks. And she was not born down here in the New Orleans area, but at another hospital. And we spent a couple of weeks in neonatal ICU to begin with, for several days while she was on a ventilator, because her lungs hadn't fully developed yet. Okay, Taz, I'll see you later. Thank you for stopping by. And as a parent, when they rush your daughter to the neonatal intensive care, you're kind of torn. You're not sure. I don't care how much the doctors reassure you that your kid's going to be okay. You're so scared, it doesn't matter. You're so afraid that they're wrong, that there's something that they're going to miss, that and it's just it induces a whole level of panic, and it takes a couple of days to get over that, and they start telling you, see how your child is improving, and and you'll get there. And when I was there, and they looked at me and they said, I'd been there about 3 days. I said, don't you understand? If a child comes in here and survives the first 48 hours, 99% of them go home. And I still didn't want to believe it. I was convinced, not because I'm a pessimist at heart. I am a little bit, but I'm very optimistic about my pessimism. That there was something that they were going to miss, until you walk out with your child and leave the hospital and know you're not coming back for more treatments, that's when you finally start to be relieved. And these people did everything in this hospital, and I see it at the other CMN hospitals, not only to reassure me, but to make sure that I was taken care of in addition to my child. It's like I was a co-patient. My wife was certainly a co-patient. We had these kinds of things, and it's kind of awesome to see that, and the kind of dedication that these doctors and nurses have. And sometime I think in the next hour somebody kick in and remind me, and I will tell you the kind of dedication this hospital has, and tell you the story of Children's Hospital in New Orleans and Hurricane Katrina. And it is a doozy, ladies and gentlemen. But that'll give me something to talk about a little later. We go riding through the desert. But this isn't a horse with no name. No, this is Dom. And for those of you extra lifers who've met or heard Sean Rooney's story, you know Dominic. And he was the first big truck that I had in this series, so it got named after him, obviously. Derek, who has also sadly passed away, is my heavy haul Kenny. Or no, I take that back. He's a 389 Pete, but still configured for heavy haul. And I name my truck after these kids to remind myself, continue to remind myself why we do this. And why I'm going to try and keep doing this until every child can get sent home better. it, I'm running with the doubles back there. That rear trailer will swing out if you let it. Well, I hope y'all are enjoying the stream. Never forget we are supporting Extra Life. Raising money for sick and injured kids at 170 hospitals across North America. This one really does like to brake going around these turns, doesn't he? I didn't have to swing quite that far out, but, you know. We'll keep her rolling. More of that green territory now. get up the hill. We're moving, we're moving, we're moving. Slowly, but we're moving. Here while I move. In the seat just a little bit. Quick there, and now way too slow. Overcompensating, people, overcompensating with the brake, just with the brake. Remember, folks, it's all for the kids. A massive thank you again to all those donors that are streaming right at the bottom of the middle of the screen. You guys are awesome. almost there. $270. We'll take it, ladies and gentlemen. $30 to go, 280 miles. Well, let's see here. Only 55 and a half hours on this account. Imagine that. This one goes to Fresno. I did not write down the total weight. That can't go Fresno to Fresno. That we could do. $208 miles. I think we have enough time to pull that off. We will have to hustle a bit, though. Okay, let's see how far we can make it with this. Wait a minute. Oh, there's another blip in Walmart. Of course there is. I saw the Walmart and started to just go. Going to do here, ladies and gentlemen, is go in here, get our rest, and then we'll go pick up the Walmart bit tonight and take it on an overnight trip.
Nano boost administered.
Sender, thank you very much for the host, my friend. Welcome, welcome, all you viewers. We are streaming for Extra Life today as part of our 24-hour marathon. Yep, this is it. 24 hours of luxurious fun gaming, supporting children's hospitals across North America, and very particular Children's Hospital of New Orleans. Thank you for stopping by, my friend. Well, you know, I'm bright and early now. If you come back in about 21 hours, you'll find out that I'm probably not doing nearly as well. Actually, it's all decaf this morning. And we'll be probably till about I want to say 10 o'clock my time tonight. That's when I'll switch to the caffeinated stuff. It's very important when you're doing these things, for anyone who's considering doing a big marathon like this. While it might seem easy to stream for 24 straight hours, it most certainly isn't. And if you blow yourself on caffeine and sugar products early, when you crash, there will be no recovery. So it's all part of like that. It's we do try to eat that stuff. I've got some nuts and some jerky and stuff. Probably a little too much salt for me, but you know. And I've got a couple of trail mixes and some stuff with a higher sugar content. You know, complex carbs for breakfast. With some fats for long-term energy release, and I kind of plan out my diet a little bit. Eating little bits all day long, and plenty of water. Probably going to go over on this block just a little bit. Can see or not in the front window there. I have my coffee cup. When it lightens up here in the morning, I'll show you a few of these things. We've modded the truck just a little bit more today. Unfortunately, getting anywhere in California at 55 miles an hour is so slow. And as you can see, we'll be taking that all the way up and over into San Francisco. And that's probably where I'll pick up when I get my, since we made the $500 mark, I will be doing an extra 8 to 12 hour stream of trucking in a couple of weeks. So we will probably pick up and continue then with that. I do hope everyone's having a good time. My good friend and the Real Millennium Group now hosting the stream. What? Did we have something come through here? Another donation may have just popped up. I don't know for certain. Haven't seen anything come over just yet. But it doesn't scrape it every few minutes anyway. Get this bad boy in there and parked because we're gonna bleed into the next 2 hours, but sorry about that. I need to get this delivery made. Real Millennium Group and my buddy BJ Weiler is technically another member of Judgment Gaming. However, he abandoned the squad in pursuit of other things. He keeps promising me he'll rejoin, and so we can add his total into our goal, which is what I intended when I set our team goal. Ah, this is Oakland. Oh, digit. Really? Really? You... realized I was going to also try to back up a double trailer. And that's, folks, is why they call me the worst streamer on the internet. Yes, sirree. We don't just do this, we do it right. Alright, let's do this. Let's take a look here quickly at where we can go to. We'll just do it the long way around. Mr. Bus, stay back there for a minute. Why would we have a tourist bus going through Oakland, first of all? Much less the shipping district of Oakland, second of all. Just saying. Thank you for the folks over at Twitch Club for the tweet out. I appreciate that, guys. That would be my buddy Mart. Mart plays for the Children's Hospital in Tampa Bay, Florida. And if you ever get a chance to check out Mart B64, yes, sir. Oh, Mont Scott, that's you. Okay, excellent. Why was I thinking Mart? Yeah, okay, let's just do that. Let's keep the headlights on and not worry about the turn signal so much. But good to see you as well, Mount Scott. Okay, let's see if I can remember to make the turn this time. Ah, you also have mod privileges. Okay, cool. Mart is one of those stand-up guys. Facebook and Twitter. Outstanding. Another big turn. the way around. Heave. $25 as across the bridge we go in the night and fog. It's a shame because this is very pretty in the daytime, but I'm afraid it's just the way we had to work it. Now, if you popped in here looking for Airport CEO, have no fear. We're going to get right to it as soon as we finish this delivery. I'm going to take a short break to change up games. The next goal is $1,000. At $1,000, the stupid thing I have to do is I will have a later stream where my daughter will apply the makeup and I will spend 8 hours streaming as a princess. I promise I will be far more beast than beauty. Yep, Princess Stream. There's another helicopter. Skymo donated $8.32. Because you don't like round numbers, I assume, right? One moment and we will blast the appropriate music for you. Thank you very much, my friend Mount Scott. Unfortunately, it won't so change, I don't think, there, but that's okay. $8.32 is your signature donation. That I believe, sir. That I believe. Okay. Apparently, this is on the right. I don't think there's even any way I'm going to be able to get it to there, so we're just going to skip it. Okay, got to go again with the wonderful noise that indicates a donation. I did want to take a minute to show you guys Heavy Haul, which is Derek. A little different of an Extra Life look. It's one of the stock trailers because I haven't done something wholeheartedly with it, but that's the Derek, just like that. More than halfway to my personal goal. You are correct, sir. 1108 because the American dollar is stronger. Oh, well, I'm sorry, my friend. It is the big numbers. With that, though, I think what we're going to do is I'm going to take a couple minutes, change things over, grab some more coffee. We'll be back with Airport CEO next. Don't run off, everybody. We are streaming here for Extra Life for another 21 hours and 52 odd minutes. And I will see you then. Until that time, please do enjoy a little bit of a message and a musical bit.